Hey everyone, Thorn and Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about something pretty interesting. A lot of pros and content creators and general players of the game are moving over to something brand new, and it's kind of leaving Apex Legends in the dust. That being said, Apex Legends still has one trick left up their sleeve, and we're going to go over today what exactly is going on with this brand new game. Will Apex Legends be able to compete, and what is the future of the game as a whole? We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about the plight that is Apex Legends. So Apex Legends has always had a pretty big fan base for the last 5 years since it released in 2019, and a lot of content creators and pros have stayed within the game. However, that all seems to be changing. Most recently, Hardeki, who's a pretty well-known EMEA Apex Legends comp player who's been there basically from the beginning, did let us know that he is retiring from Apex. He's now going to be grinding Deadlock. He's already done 870 hours, and Imperial Hal even went to go ahead and say, "I'm sure you'll do great in Deadlock. It was a pleasure competing against you. Good luck." And he is not the only one. There are also content creators that are moving over as well. As one of the staples of Apex Legends, Noko did say that over a little 5 years ago, his community convinced him to take a leap of faith and quit his job at Verizon to be a content creator for Apex. But at this point, he's going to listen to his community once again and will be quitting Apex to pursue playing Deadlock. Whether it's for content guides, going pro, or even watch parties, I'm excited for this next step. And those are two pretty big names, but they're not the only ones. Like LG Giggle said, they are already extremely addicted to Deadlock. It's the best game they've played in years. Sweet has already said Deadlock's going to be huge, and in case you haven't heard about it, Deadlock is a brand new game we're releasing by Valve. I'll go ahead and play a clip right here and let me know what you guys think. So something important to know when watching that clip is that the new game Deadlock will not be a direct competitor to Apex Legends in the way that Fortnite or other shooters are, because while there is shooting in the game, it is very much a MOBA slash there are lanes like League of Legends and other stuff mixed with a first-person shooter. So it's not a direct battle royale competition. That being said, it's already off to a very quick start. It's already got competitions going on with the Aurora Deadlock Masters and multiple teams competing. It's got a list of different legends you can play, which does have some comparison to Apex Legends. That being said, the game is in pre-alpha. It hasn't actually officially released yet, and we've heard this stuff before. Games like the Finals was supposed to kill Apex Legends when it released and hit a peak 9 months ago of 242,000 players, which it never got back to and only sits at around 12,642. That's its current player base with a 24-hour peak of 14,000. You also have games like Defiance, which released over the summer, which was an arena-style shooter by Ubisoft. This was also supposed to be something that was going to compete with Apex Legends. That being said, it looks like it's already at risk of being shutting down due to some new rumors that are coming out by notable leakers such as Tom Henderson and others, that due to its low player count, it will not be going on very much longer. Now, Apex Legends, as we can see, while its player count is lower than it has been at its all-time peak of 624,000, it's still sitting pretty healthy with about 136,000 players playing 26 minutes ago with a 24-hour peak of 229,000, and that does not take into account console either. Now, Deadlock, once again in pre-alpha, does actually have a pretty good player base right now. It's hit an all-time player base of 171,000, and again, this isn't a full release yet. That being said, I don't see this game dying at all and will definitely take some market share from Apex Legends in the future. And the simple reason for that is, well, Deadlock is a game made by Valve. If you've never heard of Valve games or looked into them, you can look that they are pretty much the king of shooters anytime they release something, with stuff such as Half-Life to Team Fortress 2 to probably the biggest shooter of all time in a competitive multiplayer setting, which is Counter-Strike. And now outside of that, they've also got great games such as Dota, which is where you get the MOBA setting, which was the inspiration for League of Legends, and you have games like Portal, Left 4 Dead, and so many others. Their games typically have a very, very long shelf life, and I don't see the player count dying the same way that Finals or Defiance does. That being said, once again, this is not a battle royale. It's not even a typical traditional first-person shooter, which is what Apex Legends is. I do think a lot of content creators are going to leave Apex to try something new because Apex has been out for 5 years. However, Apex also has an ace in its sleeves because it is also on console, and console actually makes up more players than on PC for almost any game out there. And it will likely be a very long time before Deadlock moves over to console, meaning that probably will not see a huge divide in the general player base, at least on the console setting. PC see will be something completely different if people decide to follow their favorite content creators. Apex Legends is trying a lot of new things, such as the new LTM that's coming at the first split of this season called Knockout, where you get infinite respawns and you can actually choose to go to different capture points, and just something completely different than we've seen Apex Legends do before, and could be really good for the game. Apex Legends is obviously trying to break away from just traditional battle royale and fall down that rabbit hole, but the big question is, and I do hope we get to see Apex Legends continue to succeed, even with other great games like Deadlock finally coming out, it does give Apex some competition, and I am hoping that actually makes Apex continue to pick up its game, maybe fix some skill-based matchmaking, some audio, and do some upgrades to the game itself to try to compete with these newer games that are actually coming out and could be juggernauts. Along with that, this has nothing to do with the video itself, but I did find this very funny gif on Apex Outlands of Gibby doing the MOBA finisher, and I just wanted to put it at the end of the video because it made me chuckle the first time I watched it. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on Deadlock in the future competing against Apex Legends? Do you think they have enough similarities, or that they will both have their own specific fan bases? Also, don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends content, and until next time everyone, keep slaying the outlands. I'll see you out there.